The voice of your heart will always be heard and answered, not your thoughts. So when you begin to do affirmations in the form of a prayer, they're spoken from a deeper part of you, and that part's connected to everything in this life and beyond. Affirmations, when said as a prayer, invoke a deeper desire in us to be heard something greater than ourselves. When you start doing the work, you'll find you'll meet the right people, hear the right words, or pick up the right book, all by chance. Or so it seems, when in fact you are co-creating with the source of life. For us to reach our intention, we need to put one foot in front of the other by applying forgiveness and compassion, as these two steps are needed daily. We all respond to gentleness in the same way. We all respond to the right word at the right time and the simplicity of a soothing touch. It permeates our defenses such as anger and fear and resentment and depression like no other medicine upon this earth. When you begin to work with affirmations, it may be that you can't see how or from where and when what's hoped for will become your reality. But is it possible? Invariably, for most of our needs, the answer to that question, is it possible, will be yes. And so we can start there with the possibility of making it happen. If something's possible, we can have hope, and hope's a powerful thought to hold on to throughout our life. If you really think you've lost hope, I can show you deep down that you don't really believe that. For example, on the day of the national lottery, go out and buy a ticket, and then just before they draw the numbers, take some scissors and cut up your ticket. My guess is, even if you can do it, there'll be a pause, no matter how small. And that, my friend, is because on some level you still have hope. I'm using the lottery as an analogy, but in truth we can experiment with many areas of life, and you'll always find, no matter how small, a pause. And that pause is because hope is fundamentally in our DNA and never completely lost. You just have to open the mind to the possibility of its existence. Introduce the mind to the possibility by asking one simple question. Is it possible? You'll discover the answer is yes, and hope is a powerful catalyst for change in our life, and one that opens the door to opportunities, to new experiences throughout this life. When you feel all's lost, as many of us do in various times, continue to ask that question. Is it possible? And then add your own personal request. For example, is it possible that this could turn out to be the best thing that's ever happened to me, even though it seems my world has collapsed? Is it possible that this could turn around? Is it possible that something will turn up and help me? Is it possible that someone can love me again? Is it possible that I can love again? Is it possible how I feel today may change one day? Is it possible that I can recover? You get the idea. Because if you need hope, then open up to the possibility first. Because hope sometimes seems lost, and yet it's always opened back up by asking this one simple question. Sometimes you have to hold on to, is it possible? Because that always opens the mind in the direction of hope. Once you begin to affirm in the form of a prayer, a synchronicity or a coincidence will happen to prove to you you're not alone, that you've been heard. Do not allow another to take hope from you. Do not let another define you. From this moment on, look ahead and listen to some of the audios again. Apply these principles on a daily basis, and I promise you will find everything will work out in the end. Go about co-creating your list from your affirmations, and again, introduce the mind to the possibility as outlined here.